All right, everybody.
All right.
Welcome to this Monday morning call. Mondays are reserved for dropping off new content. Doing content drops is something that we've become really good at as far as getting the tools that are needed to have you guys share. And over this last 4 weeks, we've done a pretty good job flooding the social media with Save Club. I think it's really helped a lot of people that are promoting get the word out there. And today we've got some new content for you guys. I also wanted to thank everybody for coming on to last night's launch call. We went for like well over an hour, and it just felt so natural. Recognizing the new rank advancements and getting everybody to share what they've been doing. Thank you for Matt and Kelly and Pete and everyone else who participated in sharing. So yeah, what I'd like to do right now is just open up this folder and show you guys some new content that's coming out, and then talk specifically about how to use this content to grow your business. My camera was a little smudged. Okay, there we go. So yeah, here, Matt or Pete, you want to share a little bit as I pull up our folder? There we go. You able to see that?
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
Yep.
so this content comes out, we release it on the Facebook group, and we've got both branded and non-branded content, and Pete's done a great job releasing this, but you can see all these new videos and reels that we've got for this week. So let me fix this so I can share it with
Yeah, and the
Sam.
way that we do that, guys, is I'll get the folder from our media team. I'll release the videos throughout the day, and then because we want them to be fresh in the group and on our page, once I've released those to the group and the page, and everybody's seen them, then I'll share the entire folder, non-branded and branded, for you guys, and then you can take that and own it and do whatever you want with it. So that's how we do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and what we're working on is a training to show you specifically how to use these reels to get people to your lead capture page. One of the replicating lead capture pages that you have, saveclubtour.com or saveclubsplash.com. Many more pages are coming live for each one of these topics, but it's how to bring people from either your text messaging, people that you know, people that you meet, get them information, get them excited, and then get them that link. And so here's one that's for travel. Let's just go through these and check out what's available for them. Nice. So we got a little 13-second video there. And so what you might want to do is shoot a video with yourself, maybe get your phone up, shoot a video with yourself, saying, hey, I found something. If anyone's planning on doing traveling this summer, uh, check out Save Club. You can save some serious money. And then that's one clip. Then you drop this as the next video in the story, maybe another one from the story, then another one. Hey, click the link, get a free tour of what's going on, and look at what we're doing. Save Club, save you some money, and then get them to opt in. And then from there, the system starts taking over the auto responding emails, and soon to be the AI will start doing the follow up. So, Pete, Matt, does that make sense? Getting somebody, you want to create a story that goes from an introduction, could be a text message to a friend, could be a messenger or WhatsApp, it could be a post on your social media, but eventually driving them so they can opt in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially if you notice, hey, Joe, I noticed you just got back from a trip. You got to check out our amazing travel savings for your next trip. Or if you see a lady that's really into skincare or makeup, we're gonna have funnels for that. We're gonna have the military wise funnel. There's just gonna be, every category to
Yep.
to really attract everybody. Save Club is for all.
Yep. And there's another thing. When you post a reel or a story, you can see the people who watched your story. And so go ahead and message them directly. We go, hey, Janet, I saw you were watching my stories about discounted travel. You need to check this out. Check out this link and send them to your landing page. The key is getting people into the funnel. And, professional marketers that drive traffic. Sometimes they'll pay for pay-per-click, or they'll put ads out. They'll do all these different things just to get people to opt in into a funnel. Well, we got to do it for free because we've got social media and we've got the ability to just share this. And when you start sharing, other people just goes on and on and on and compounds. And that's why we're creating so many of these tools. So let's watch another one. And so, video like that is something that will be.
Charles, do you have the button that's optimized for video sound when you do your screen share? Because I don't think you do, because we're not hearing the audio very well on those videos.
Yeah, that's what yeah. I mean, let me stop again. I definitely chose the option, but let me try again.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure. It wasn't coming through.
So we go.
It's a little loud, but it sounds good. I mean, but if you can adjust it. 300
Okay.
people, guys, on a Monday morning. Thank you, guys.
Optimized for sharing. Yeah, I'll get back in here. So, that last one with the donuts, that one's there for food, people that are interested in food. So maybe, you create a story. If you share food, maybe you're, baking at home, maybe you're buying a birthday cake, whatever. You can start tying in, once you become familiar with this content, you can start tying it in to your daily life. And as you start using the discounts and savings, or you create stories or new testimonials come up, that's the type of stuff that you want to share. And just authentically put this content and weave it into what you're already doing, and you'll generate more pre-enrollees. And a lot of what we're producing here is for influencers as well. So as you recruit, sometimes you look at these, you're like, well, that doesn't make sense to me. That's women's fashion. I'm a dude. But you know what eventually I'm going to do? I'm going to be able to recruit somebody, some fashionable female that likes shopping. And here we go. We've got content done for you. Here, Pete, here's the one you liked.
Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months.
So again, tying that into your story.
I put that one up this morning. We love it.
Right.
Get lots of traction on it.
Right, exactly. And you might put that as the first part of your story, then have another video and say, yeah, I agree. It's the best thing that I've seen in 6 years. So check it out. Here's my link. And that's a combination. Or that would be a good reel right there. You saved your phone and maybe you text message it to somebody and then say, seriously, the best thing I've seen in 6 months, and then give them the link. Things like that. And again, increasing the number of pre-enrollees, it increases your odds of getting enrollments. And this is simply a numbers game, and this builds up over time. So what we're establishing is a track record of, we know that we've had Pete, can you check how many pre-enrollees have been in the company since you got started? Because right at the beginning.
Yeah, there's I think I looked this morning. I think there was 32,700. I'll tell you in 1 second.
Okay, and then how many enrollments too?
I think it was 7,400, I believe.
Amazing. Luxury one there. Let's see what we got here. This looks like. Our lead developer is actually in London right now. I'm going to send him that. Let him know. He should activate his Safe Club members. He's going around, see what. All right. And Matt, are these playing cleanly now with sound?
And it's fine. It's got to be on my end. So everybody else was saying it was fine. So something's going on my end. I apologize.
Okay. It could be the bandwidth from where I'm at too. Yep, we played this one yesterday. And this one's so simple. There's one of these exact cars, oil changing places right by my house too.
Charles, everybody's asking where do we find these videos, folks? They're in your, if you go to your back office to your left-hand side, your menu bar, down at the bottom there's training, and underneath training there's a folder. These are all being updated inside of the folder, inside of your training tab in your back office. There's branded and unbranded stuff there. So they are, do they have to be so loud? Turn your speakers down, possibly. They have to have sound to them, right? So that would be something that if your computer
Yeah,
is being very loud.
yeah, the sound is optimized. That's pretty much on your device there. So yeah, sorry if they come through like that. That's just how Zoom feeds it. So you might hear my voice at a certain volume and that at a different volume. But we just got a few more right here. I'm just gonna play them because to tell you the truth, everybody, I've not seen these yet. We've got awesome content coming out each and every week, and they dropped them last night, and this is my first time watching them. That's my fault. Right on. Okay, we got sushi next. Phenomenal. And looks like
And
another
something I'll say
vacation.
while you're pulling that next one up, Charles. If you guys are trying to put this up on TikTok, you need to modify it a little bit. You can't just take these to TikTok. TikTok doesn't like them. You got to add some, modify them a little bit for TikTok. Just a little tip for you all.
Really, Matt? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the problem, Charles, is TikTok likes to be original stuff. So these are
Okay.
great to start, but you can just go in when you go to upload it. You just go and hit the edit button, add an effect or add some background noise really low or other music really low, or add a little front end thing to it. There's little things just so because some people have been asking, oh, how come it doesn't work? You know, they're being throttled on TikTok. Well, that's why they need to be original, and you need to make it original on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts. It's all good everywhere, but TikTok is a very unique platform. So just you're gonna have to learn how to learn some new skills, folks. Just like anything we do in life, learn some skills, and you'll have to make it your own for TikTok to show these done for you videos on TikTok. So there's a little tip for everybody. Back to you,
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah. Thanks for chiming in there, Matt. And that's a key point there, that none of this is just native to the human experience, going on social media and posting stuff. And it requires learning a little bit more, watching what other people are doing and understanding. And, our goal from your team leaders, your upline, corporate, is to find out the best methods here and then come back and bring this. And we're going to be developing out this training area with best practices. So as you get in and you learn these things, just like 6 weeks ago, I didn't know how to operate Zoom. A lot of people got great Zoom training during COVID. I was doing something else, and it's taken some time to just kind of walk, crawl, run, and now I feel pretty fluent inside the system, and I'm still learning. But same thing, getting everything up onto the YouTube and just getting optimized. All this would become like second nature, even after just a week of doing it. And then you just start getting consistent, where you're consistently finding the different path that you're using. I don't care if it's like meeting people at the grocery store, recruiting Uber drivers, whatever. I've done all that in this last few weeks as I've been traveling. We were meeting people that were, Pete and I, as we were driving to the train and whatnot, and as we're dining, your waiters, your waitresses, as you're using deals, these are all valid prospects. And the key is you just need to say enough to get them to an opt-in page, and then understanding what opt-in pages are available, what videos are available, the time that you spend looking at this stuff and cataloging it in your mind. This is what's going to help you as the new portals and the app becomes available. We have a new app coming. The lead of that company is literally flying across the ocean to the United States. I'm meeting with him this week. We've already got this worked out. We're fast tracking this. We had about 100 to 120 day launch plan for the app, and this, because it requires so much back end connection, it's something that we're going to get up this month. And so maybe sooner than later. So He sees the value of what's going on, and he's traveling a pretty long distance, and we're going to sit down and get this all dialed in and scoped out so that the app works seamlessly with Save Club, seamlessly with your back office, seamlessly with the training. Um, and That's something very powerful. And this is something that you're going to be able to use as a prospecting tool to give to people for free. So much like you can give away a tour to the power line system. You can give people a free position so they can lock in and test drive the business without having to spend anything to get started. We're going to take it even one step further where you can use the app, you can give away the app, and people will be able to you actually test drive the savings, upload a card, link a card, which is going to be revolutionary for the direct sales space, and then go and just start earning discounts, earning savings. And that's going to add, when this launches, it's adding another, oh boy, probably 20,000 retailers, coast to coast in Canada. And then from that, UK and Europe will be the first extra pieces that we bring in there. So, pretty exciting month when it comes to new tools that are in the hopper.
Yeah, wow, 350 people. That's amazing. We like to do this morning Zoom because then people in other countries can get on. It's not a crazy time for them. Gloria says she can show us how to turn off the waiting room. Okay. Want to give a shout out to Gloria McDonald for bringing us amazing deals. She's really been helping us to find some stuff for you guys. So thank you, Gloria. She's awesome. And there's some ladies. I reached out to Angela Holmes, Charles, this morning, so hopefully we'll be able to get her on. Kelly did such a great job last night. We want to have some more ladies on to share how they're having success. Angela also has over 100 sales. So I know Christina Orcutt's on here. She's crushing it. Love your emails, Christina. So I don't know if you want to have anybody on today, but I wanted to say that what I love about Save Club that I've had challenges with for years is creating content. And I can create content, but it doesn't look anything like Melvin's, you know? And I'm finally in a company now where it's an even playing field. Like, I don't even think a big marketer could create content as fast as we're doing it at corporate, which everybody gets to use. And now I finally feel like I'm not at a disadvantage for the first time really in my career because I have the same access as everybody else to all this content. And there's so much of it that it's not going to get stale and it's constant. I mean, he made like, another dozen pieces last night.
Yeah. Yeah. And the key thing is it's how you work it into your social media feed and how you introduce it to the people that you meet, friends, family, anyone that you want to introduce to Save Club. And really it's just the system that we have here, the funnel system that we have. I'm just going to run through why it works, why we have such extreme numbers of conversion for Pete. Give me those numbers again. How many pre-enrollees and how many upgrades?
32,600 pre-enrollees, and I think it was 7,400 members.
I'm doing some math here. Oops, give me 1 second. So
While Charles is doing that, somebody asked, do we have to, will people just go to the videos and come to our link? No, these are just open generic videos the company's providing. You need to then add a link or put your link into the text part of the advertising or marketing piece. You use the videos on TikTok, have your link in your bio. So no, these are just generic company videos for everybody to use. You need to figure out how to link them back to you. So
yeah,
they're not automatically done.
So I want to share with you guys what's happening here. So we're at around 23% upgrade ratio. So it's roughly 1 out of 4. So 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 people that you get to pre-enroll upgrade to member or affiliate or VIP. And so that's pretty incredible. So you got to think that every 5 people that you get to come from your social media, come from your phone, come from people that you meet, 1 out of 5 are going to get started. So if you know that you got to the first step in the compensation plan is 1 star, and if you're not a 1 star, that should be your first goal. Well, if we're getting 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 people upgrading, that means you need to get 10 pre-enrollees. So the focus becomes how do you use these tools, how to use your story, how to use your link, and get 10 people opted in. And then the next piece is getting those people to the Wednesday night webinar, to the Friday night webinar. And the system's going to get more and more powerful as we have text messaging and phone calling and the AI in place. I think that number is probably going to go to like 1 in 3 potentially.
Yep.
And
We
so,
actually have 7750 or yeah, 7750 members.
oh wow, wow, all right, wow. Okay, so we're actually so we're about 1 in 4. Um, uh, that's incredible. So now it just becomes a numbers game. And there's two laws, just like the law of gravity. There's two laws that are in place here. It's the law of numbers and the law of averages. The law of numbers is when you do something long enough, a ratio will appear. So when you use those two laws together, when you do something long enough, a ratio will appear. Well, we've done enough opt-ins. We've done 30 something thousand pre-enrollees into the system, and we see that 1 in 4 upgrade, which is an incredibly high number. And I want to keep that number. I think it's going to get better, which is insane because normally it's really high in the beginning and then it tapers off. But with the quality of the content, the quality of the presentations, the quality of the follow-up, and just the need for people to be able to save more and earn more, I think we can keep that. We can keep rocking out at that number. And it's going to become easier to introduce people uh, to the company when we have the apps and we have more content, we've got more uh, varieties of landing pages. And again, your homework is to understand those reels, understand some hooks, and getting people into what's going on. I think we've got a pretty easy message with uh, check this out. It could probably save you some money. Or has anybody ever taken the time to share Save Club with you? It's $20 a month. It could probably save you a couple $100. Or I saw this testimonial where do you watch a movie? Because if you go to the movies, they took the price of a movie ticket from $26 to $7.50. Like I bought a movie at like 1990s prices, and so just sharing that testimony and getting someone to put in their name, phone number, and email address and opt into the system, that is the beginning part of the funnel. And the way that I look at this, it's like playing baseball. In America, we got this pastime, baseball, and going from the home plate to the first base is piquing somebody's interest, getting them with a reel, getting them with a story, getting them interested, and getting them to first base is getting them to put in their name, phone number, and email address. The second piece is they're inside the web tour and you're getting them additional information. You're sending them another testimonial. You're inviting them to the Wednesday webinar. Maybe you invite them to this Monday webinar. And now they're seeing that there's a whole community of people here saving, that we've got an incredible support system, and you're taking them from first base to second base. From there, we're just maturing them through the process. We've discovered that it takes between 5 and 8 exposures to the company. So let's count up the exposures. The first one is you've got them with a reel, you've sent them to the landing page, they've opted in. Then the system sends them an email saying, come to a webinar, go back to the tour, that's 3, maybe 4. Then they come to a live webinar, that's 5. Boom, we're starting to see people upgrade. Then there's continual emails from the company. Soon there's going to be AI messages, AI text messages, interaction. Maybe you send them a recorded webinar or another piece of content. Then they come to the Friday night webinar where Cedric did an amazing job actually getting people to take action. I mean, how many times during that call was he basically utilizing the energy of the call, the excitement of all the people there, and getting somebody to basically say, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to do it before the cutoff. I'm going to lock in my position before the power line cutoff. And that's the little playing baseball. First base, follow-ups, webinar, follow-ups, closing call follow-ups. Boom, you got them home. And if you just play baseball all day long, you just run people around the bases with the tools that we have in place, with the webinar systems that we have in place, then you'll start to see you'll progress from 1 star to 2 star, and then we'll teach the other members of the team how to do the exact same thing. And when you've got 4 people on your team, like to go 2 star, you got 4 people on your team. If they just do the same thing, you're at 2 star, you're into a global bonus pool, which those are going to get really exciting as the advertising dollars start pouring into these global pools. And then you help your people do the same thing. And that's as far as you need to go inside of the training with this company. And so we're still like a newborn fetus, fresh out of the womb. going to build these tools. We have enough right now, and it's working. Uh, but the better you get at playing baseball, you'll start to see your personal batting average go up, where you'll start to see maybe in the beginning you have to get 12 or 15 pre-enrollees into the funnel to get an upgrade. And then it'll be 10, and then it'll be 5, and then it'll be 3. And some of these people, they showed me their back office where the number of pre-enrollees coming into the system and the number of upgrades were 100%. And so like whatever they're doing with their follow-up and it is working really well. So let's just use the laws of marketing, use the laws of nature, the law of averages and the law of numbers, and follow the practice of getting pre-enrollees into the system. And if you get good at that,
Charles,
you learn that over a period of time. This will just become like second nature, and you'll be able to build whatever level of check you want with the company.
can I add something, Charles?
Please.
Lots of questions in the chat over here. So, folks, there are 3 ways to get started in Save Club. You can do just a membership, just become a Save Club member, and just get the savings discounts without being an affiliate. Then there's a checkbox. If somebody wants to be an affiliate, they check off the checkbox and they pay the $60 on top of the $19.97 to become an affiliate with Save Club. So then you're a member and an affiliate able to refer people to make money. So then you're saving money and you're able to make money helping people save money. Then there's the VIP annual membership, which is the best option because you're paid for the year. There's extra perks in the compensation structure, and you don't have your credit card getting dinged every month, and you're just in business. And it creates sticky residual income as your people on your team and your other affiliates do the VIP. So I just wanted to clarify. Some people were asking these questions over here. So there are 3 ways to get started in Save Club, folks. And also, one other thing I will say to what Charles was just training on. Those of you think won't will, and those of you think will won't. So don't prejudge anybody. And you want to drive everybody, in my personal opinion, unless they tell you, I just want to be a member, you want to send everybody into the lead capture system so that the automations can do the drip marketing, so that when AI is flipped switch here any minute, that works for you. So in my opinion, make sure you're sending everybody to Save Club Tour or Save Club Splash. And by the way, if you've been plugged in, there are more and more and more funnel pages coming in the future. Back to you, Charles. I just wanted to clarify that based on all the questions and all the stuff I'm seeing in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just going to drop something here into the chat. I just shared the military spouses funnel. There's some reels there, and then there's a video. So if you feel you can use that before the splash page is up, feel free to get that going.
Yes, Sandy, we will have
military
travel funnels.
funnel travel. Yeah. Do you want to just I know that you've got a lot of stuff coming. Somebody just said, we're going to have this, we're going to have that. So military travel, high end, a lot of the videos that he just showed you guys. Well, I'm gonna let Charles answer. Sorry, I'm not gonna answer.
Yeah. Here, I'll just kind of share this page again. So you can see this here. So we've got funnel for AI. Making money with AI is a huge topic that people are interested in. So we got a funnel coming for that. We have this boss babes. There are influencers, female influencers out there with millions, tens of millions of followers, and they're just stuck on ways to make money. They've got an audience and they're just short on offers. You bring them Save Club. We really help them monetize their following. The cash back with the app, that's coming soon. Cruises, this curious one where we just basically let people know that you can make money by helping people save money. That's another funnel that's coming in. We've got basically a day in the life, showing people what they could do with Save Club to save money, and it builds curiosity and will get people opting in. Food is probably one of the biggest topics on social media and with influencers. And so we're creating, you might have seen a lot of the food reels that we're building up. And this is clutch to empower these food bloggers and these food influencers, because they'll do like a whole review of a restaurant, and then they could play some reels, and it's like get discounts at restaurants, and then people will opt in from there. We've got this video here. We have a funnel just to recruit just influencers. So this one's just specifically for reaching out to people that have a following online that need ways to make money. The military spouses, and it says wives, but it's military spouses because we've got both active service for there's men and women in active service, uh, and highly targeted piece there. We've got one here for 66 cents a day. You could start a business. It just builds curiosity, will get people opting in. One for single moms where are you juggling your life? How you're already working two jobs and taking care of the family. What can you do for money? And it's about reclaiming their time freedom so they can do what they want to be doing, which is probably being a great mother. Travel again is just a big category, and travel as an opportunity. This is like laptop lifestyle. It's taking control of your freedom. Maybe you're a younger person, you want to travel the world and have the money to do it, or maybe you're reaching an age of retirement and you just want to see the world, but you need the additional money to do that with. So these funnels are coming, and it starts with just becoming familiar with the content that is there. And this month, this launch month, is about dialing in these campaigns. And then we're going to get tons of feedback. We're watching the videos. We watch the engagement rate on the and we see where people drop off, and then we'll recraft the video and get people to watch even more. And so there's a lot of science of psychology and content of how people watch and engage with that content, and we're just optimizing that. So you guys have a team of professional marketers. I've been running a marketing agency since 2005, and there's just a whole lot of knowledge amongst our whole content development team to produce this stuff and get it to you. And really, all you got to do is just focus on using these tools, knowing that they're best pre-done professionally marketing tools, and getting people to opt in. And I'm still blown away that we're at like a 25% upgrade ratio. That's incredible. People really understand the Save Club message. Our webinars are working, and I'd like to if we can stay at like a 1 in 4 opt-in to upgrade, I mean, all of you affiliates are going to be out there. You'll be able to just make money at will. Just get prospects in, get pre-enrollees registered, get them to the webinars, and every Friday your check's gonna build and build. So
And
I
a
think
lot
we've
of
got
them will still join. A lot of those that have opted in that haven't joined yet, they probably will still join. So it could be 1 in 3. It could continue when we roll out AI and different things. It can continue to increase. Hey, Charles, a
absolutely.
lady named Carol asked a question. I don't know if you want to explain this
Yeah,
yet, but
what you
so
asked.
she asked, will we offer deals on booking.com? So my understanding, since you were so gracious to take me to that amazing event, is if somebody likes booking.com and they want to use it, our goal will be to increase the cash back from that site that they like versus trying to get her away from that site. Is that correct?
Yeah, Pete. Hang on, if you just give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna do a little snapshot here.
Charles, while you're doing that, I'm going to address somebody in the side. They're asking about AI tools because their war market is very limited. Listen, this is something everybody needs. I don't care if you just meet them on the street, if they're your friends, your family. Folks, stop trying to sell people a business opportunity. You've got a product here. Our product is saving money. Our product is helping people save money. Everybody needs to save money in this economy. So when you switch this entire thing from trying to sell a business opportunity and take it from your head to your heart and realize that you're doing people a favor sharing this with them, your unlimited prospect potential is there with everybody you meet, everybody you know. And if you're not sharing with everybody you know, then you probably shouldn't be in this business. I'm just going to be very blatant, straight up honest with you. You're probably not going to have success if you're not willing to open your mouth and talk to people about helping them save money when gas is through the roof, eggs is through the roof, rent's through the roof, inflation's going through the roof. So I just wanted to address that question over there, Charles. So back to you if you're ready.
Yeah, I want to address a question too, Dr. Shaw had regarding India. We love India. We're working hard for India. India uses a different processor than us. India, of course, is going to have different cash back and different methods. And a lot of things that people in India use as gift cards because they don't have credit cards. I swear, Dr. Shaw, we're addressing all of them. Dr. Khan, we're on top of all of it. And although it's a little harder, we're going to get there. And I'll tell you, we're the first company that'll ever do it because Charles will back me up. We were at this huge event. Guess how many other marketing companies, networking companies were there besides us? Zero, only us, and everybody wanted to talk to us because we have a unique approach to what we're
Yeah,
doing.
I mean, where we're going to, and it's so silly. I get these people. I have affiliates message me, and they go, "Oh, this other company's coming out with the same coupons that you have." It's like, good luck about where we're headed to, because they're just going to be instantly irrelevant as the app and these travel portals get launched this month, because the barrier to entry into this level of cashback and this relationships with advertisers is so high. And I think that's what Pete's referring to at the event, was who can actually get into this space, put all the technology into place, have the network, and then convince these advertisers and these networks to open up this stuff without having a massive amount of people. And that's simply because I've been doing this since for 20 years, and that I speak the language in the affiliate space. I speak the language of the networks, and going belly to belly to make the sales and get them on board to what we're doing. It's just not something I see. And now that we're here and we're established, they're just not going to open this up to other people. So even if other people look at what we're doing and try to figure it out, there's just not access to the deals of what we're putting together. So
Right,
um,
right. To address
obviously,
Ryan,
Steve,
can you
Steve, you
show?
said
Oh,
there's not a lot of stuff in the UK right now.
yeah, I was
Guys,
just gonna.
you haven't even unwrapped the mint at the hostess stand. You haven't even walked into the restaurant yet. Forget about looking at the menu and the steak and everything, guys. You just got to be patient. We're gonna cover everywhere. Unless you're shipwrecked on some island, you're gonna have deals where you live. I promise you. So just be patient. Yes, it's harder in some places than here, and maybe we'll have more in Las Vegas than we have in Timbuktu. But everybody's going to be able to participate. This is for the whole world, and we're all going to get there together. So be a pioneer, be excited. And right now is a land grab. Right now is when you want to tell people about the idea. And like Matt said, it's all about saving. Start with the product. I would feel extremely comfortable knocking on my next door neighbor's door and saying, "Hey, you like to eat out, right? I got to share this with you, boss." I have never felt that way about a company in this industry before. It would have been so uncomfortable. "Hey, would you try my magic drink?" I mean, they would be like, "Dude, I'm slamming the door in your face." So we got something really
so
special here.
so Pete, take a look here. Let me know if you can see this screen with the toys and games.
I can. Yep.
So
Got it.
I just pulled, guys. I would love to share all of this in just deep detail with you. But putting together all these merchants, and this just scrolls for so many more. But look at what 6% cash back at Lego. Okay, we've got GameStop right here, 7% cash back. This is, people shop at GameStop every single day to buy all their games. New video games drop every day. They'd love to get 7% cash back. But there's another $70 coupon that's exclusive for Save Club right here. All these different pieces. And right here is just toys and games. And when we get into travel, we got the biggest travel companies. I just can't click you through this portal yet because we're still adding in vendors from all around the world. Now, each time we go into a new region, be it Europe, UK, Asia, Australia, Latin America, uh, these portals change because the credit card processing and the payment and fulfillment systems at these merchants are different. So we're going through and setting up each one individually. But you can see here we've got tens of thousands of merchants, a phenomenal cashback portal. You're not going to be able to access this anywhere else. I mean, what's silly is, sitting there with Chase Bank, and I'm talking to the advertising manager at Chase, and I'm like, "Oh, so how many offers do you guys have in there?" And she's so proud. She's like, "Oh, we have about 20 cashback offers there in our Chase portal." And I'm just like biting my tongue because we've got thousands coming. And so what Chase had to do to put together this whole cashback piece, and guess what? It only works on that Chase card. It doesn't work with everything. You can't just go shop straight there and use whatever card that you want to get the cash back. We've got it here for everybody. So I'll stop the screen.
Yeah, and it's also, it's a little bit of a skill. Like our friend Dave can do another training. It's a little bit of a skill to uncover all the things. You might see 3% cashback, but then you click on it and you can get free product, or you can get, $30 off this or whatever. When Charles and I were playing with that app that he just showed you, there's all kinds of hidden treasures in there. You just got to spend a little time figuring out how to navigate it, which is fun, obviously, because you just find more and more deals.
Yeah, give me one more second here. I'm gonna throw up another screenshot.
Yes, you can use the deals for if you're traveling to the U.S. And listen, you got your travel portal for your savings portal here at Save Club. You just change the zip code or the postal code of where you're going to be and go save money on everything in that area. And you'll find some of the bigger cities have more stuff to save on. If you're in a little tiny town like I live in the middle of nowhere, there's not much for me to save on. And for folks that are asking about all the savings coming, folks, remember we just ended pre-launch yesterday. Was the official launch. We got a lot of the glitches out. We were pioneers. Folks, realize we're still early. You should be marketing the opportunity to help people get positioned in a business that is going to be have millions of people around the globe in a very short period of time in the next few
Yeah.
years. That's really where we're marketing. How? Hang on, let me rephrase. That's how I'm marketing. I know that's how Pete's marketing. A lot of the top leaders are marketing. And as the savings come in your country and around the world and in your cities and so on and so forth. Charles, you want to expand on that a little bit? I think some
Yeah,
people are
I mean,
missing the point of
people
where
are
we're
people are
where
gonna
we're
be
at.
like, yeah, people are gonna be like, oh, when you've got a solid passive residual income built with Save Club, and they'll be like, oh, you got lucky, you were early or whatever, and it's like the opportunity is going to just get better and better, and people will join years from now and be able to create financial freedom for themselves, but they'll be like, uh you got lucky. And it's gonna be like, no, I built an organization that was well trained and engaged, and then the app dropped, and boom, my organization exploded. Or I had the organization built, and next thing you know, they started giving, look at this, up to 8% cash back at Walmart. Who shops at Walmart? All right. AliExpress, you order things from around the world, up to 8% cash back. Now, guys, this is what the customers get. As a member of Save Club, this is the discount that you get. So, you could imagine shopping at Sam's Club, getting 15% cash back at Sam's Club. You're not only paying for your membership many times over, but um, uh, you're there's some additional things that we're going to be doing here with this cashback. There's additional dollars that are earned every time somebody shops. Those go into the bonus pools. Okay, so these other companies or people that are trying to step up and copycat, and Matt was saying, 'cause we've all been in this industry for a really long time. I was a consultant for the weight loss shake era of the network marketing space, and it seemed like there was 100 companies coming out with the latest, greatest weight loss shake. And we're a trendsetter. We're the tip of the spear, bringing savings, discounts, rewards. The $900 billion shift in advertising is coming, and there's a whole bunch of copycats that are poking their heads out. They're just not going to be able to do this.
And
And
Charles,
so
it wasn't
we're
the
going to
shake,
blaze a trail. Yeah.
eh? It wasn't the shake. It wasn't the shake. That company that blew up and pioneered, and then everybody thought they had to have a shake. It had nothing to do with the shake. It had to do with the culture and the opportunity, the leadership, and everything. But of course, the product tasted good, in my opinion. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but it wasn't the shake. Same with the juice war. It wasn't the juice. It was anyway. Does that make sense, guys and gals? Hopefully, you guys are for those that have been around a while. This we're the pioneer. We are the company, and we will be the company. And nobody caught that company. That company went to $1 billion. That shake company. They went to $2 billion. Nobody caught them. It wasn't the shake. Sorry, Charles. Go ahead.
And I know we talk a lot about saving money and shopping, but it's not just about shopping. It's about your electric bill, your phone, your cable. We want to help people in all areas of their life. And no, it's not going to be about switching to some weird company or anything like that. It's going to be about negotiating better deals for what you already have. Obviously, travel is going to be a big thing. We got more travel solutions coming out, not just what you see back there. So you just got to understand we're working tirelessly to make these deals all over the world, and some of them take a little bit longer than others, and they're all coming though. I
Yep.
mean,
So here's another shot here. I just clicked on the health and beauty. Look at these brands. MAC, Sephora, Clinique. I mean, this is the premium stuff that these brands are already doing hundreds of millions, maybe billions of dollars in sales, and now they're willing to peel off straight cash back as a discount, and you're going to be able to offer this to people as a Save Club affiliate and take advantage of these deals as a Save Club member. And every time you help people save, they're saving money, but a little bit of this advertising budget's being clipped off and put into these bonus pools. So as you yourself go from 1 star to 2 star and you help other people do the same, you'll get into the 3 star pool, you'll get into the 4 star pool, you'll get into the 5 star pool, and then you've effectively are taking control of your financial freedom by this humongous shift. Now, because $900 billion a year in advertising is being shifted. Let's just say with Save Club and our influence and the app and everything that we got going on, we just move like 1% of that over, which is a huge number when you're talking about $900 billion. That's a lot of money in advertising that's going to be pushed through this compensation plan. First and foremost, it's going to be given to savings and discounts to our members. And then secondarily, the people that build those member networks are going to reap some awesome overrides in these bonus pools. So that's the model. It's we launched, cat's out of the bag, and anybody who's watching this thinking that they can go set up a company to compete with us, good luck. And please try, because a rising tide raises all ships. But we're just going to be so far ahead of everybody with all the marketing collateral, our international payment systems, all the different networks we have globally, all these different advertisers that I've been in conversations with, lining them up into this portal. So this is what the launch is about. We've got something here that's established. This is the first time anybody's seen this portal and what's being built in the back office. And trust me, we are working tirelessly to get all of this program, to get all of the vendors, all the cash back dialed in so that you guys are paid every single Friday, that the cash back goes seamlessly to your customers, and we're delivering the cash back experience and the shopping experience seamlessly through the app. So if this doesn't get you excited about the prospect of just working and learning this business and putting something in place to create financial freedom for yourselves, again, we're not having people change their buying habits. They get to shop at their brands they already love. They get to save money at the brands that they already love and know and use. One thing, Pete, why I was so excited to get some of these, MAC makeup and Sephora, when people find a skincare product that really their body likes and works for them, they stick to it. They don't want to change. They don't want to do something different. They've got something that's enhancing their anti-aging. They're just going to stick with it. And so they don't want to try something new. But how about just get cash back on what you're already spending on every month or every quarter already? So
How about through card linking, you don't even realize you got cash back. You go and you
yep.
buy something, and because you're card linked, you're like, oh my God, I didn't even know that offered cash back, but it's so automatic that that's coming too.
You'll get a notification through the app. Well, how about gas, guys? As I mentioned, our partner is flying from Germany to the United States. We're going to sit down. We've got gas. Everybody's using gas every day. You can get the best gas prices in town. And so there's some other things that we'll launch, and we'll release some updates as the portal and the app get released, that just how tricked out the marketing is going to be. And I have no doubt that we're going to go from 7,500 members to 10,000 to 50,000 to 500,000 to 1 million. But where we're going to have just people utilizing the app and utilizing the free version of shopping portal, well, there'll be 10 million people here. And you guys are here day 2. Okay, we're fresh out the womb. This is the first time anybody's even seen a snapshot of what's been built. So this is all coming. It takes time to implement, and there's a lot of testing involved. There's a lot of contracting involved. There's a lot of remittance from orders through the credit card processing from the merchants back to us so that we can pay the cash back. The complexity of what is here, you don't have to worry about. What you've got to worry about is taking the message, getting people from these pre-made marketing reels that we have from the text message, getting people to opt in, and then we're upgrading it at like a 25% clip. Like I'm so stoked that we've got it's shaping up to be the best business opportunity. And I'm gonna end this right now because we're coming up on way past 45 minutes. I'm gonna end this right now, and I'm gonna share with you guys a story of a friend who I got involved with Save Club, and this guy's put in over $140 million in investments into all different ranges of businesses. I've watched him, put tens of millions of dollars into industries that still haven't paid out, and I got him here involved. He became a VIP with the company, $300. And he's never done network marketing before. He's capital markets, high finance, public companies, just doing doing these industry creating. Okay. And he introduced 9 people that got started, some with VIPs, some with just his affiliates, and his check was like $329, his first commission. And I didn't know what to think. And I let it, and I said, what do you think? How'd you like it? What do you think of this business? He goes, this is the best business I'm involved in. And all the investments, all the stuff, this is the best business because in less than a week, with such a small investment, I'm in profit. $9. I'm in profit $9. And it happened so fast. And so if you can make that money there, where some of these things, they've got to buy the land, they got to build the building, they got to go out of pocket. Their CapEx to get the company started is so high. It may take years and years and years and so much risk before they turn a dollar, if they ever turn a dollar in profit. And people are here starting a home business. You can have the luxury of doing it with the laptop lifestyle or the smartphone lifestyle from anywhere in the world. You get to play in all these other markets and you're leveraging. So everyone that I know that's massively successful uses the principle of leverage. You're leveraging the shift in the advertising, $900 billion. You're leveraging everything that we've done and put in place here at Save Club. You're leveraging all these pre-done marketing tools. You're leveraging the technology that we have in place for the compensation plan, the company's merchant accounts, our expertise, and so on, the app development, the cashback, the card linking systems for such a small investment to run a business for an entire year. And then you get to access all of this plus the AI. I mean, this is hands down the best business opportunity that I've ever seen because that's when I came to build this, I wanted to innovate and do something that's never been done before. And then it's just been like magical advancement after advancement after advancement. And where we're at day 2 and where we're going to be at day 100 is this thing's going to be on fire. And I'm surprised, we're doing really good at like 7,500, paid affiliates. But the people that build now, when we get to 100,000 affiliates, and this thing goes from 100,000 to 1 million, and it's going to seem like a blink of an eye. The people that build with us and are in position at a 4-star to 5-star, when this thing goes from 100,000 to 1 million, your check is going to 10x because this comp plan pays really to infinite levels. So use the tools, get to work, stay plugged in, and just know that you've got a dedicated team here working tirelessly to make this the best business opportunity of 2025 and beyond. I think we're already there, but it just gets so much better, especially over this next 100 days, because a lot of the foundation is laid and the development's already started.
So one of our big teams, hey Christina, one of our big teams just has a question: the status of the AI system. If you want to just address that real quick.
I'm sorry, say that again, Pete. I was reading the comments.
They want the status of one of the big teams was asking the status of the AI system, where we're at. I know we're gonna launch it.
Man, I
obviously
am testing actually here this afternoon. We're doing more testing. I'm going to start a small group and we're going to start dialing out. And I mean, this week, I feel very confident that we're going to have AI working in your favor this week. So again, we're installing an enterprise level system. We're working with all the different carriers for cell phone, texting, and calling. It's no joke. We don't want to screw this up because we don't want to get banned. We don't want to get our CRM and the AI banned from calling and texting. So we want to make sure that it's working and working right, so that when we do turn it live, that all the affiliates have the tool that works and that it's scalable. So if it takes me an extra few days or an extra week, I'm okay with that. Please be patient, because once it's live, nobody else in the industry has anything like this. And it's built into your $60 affiliate fee. So you're going to tap into the AI and all this leverage with no extra expense out of your pocket. Go try to use any AI tool out there to do this, to do marketing. It costs a lot of money. First of all, you have to set it up, but then it costs a lot of money, and then it's
Well,
not
yeah, then you got
scalable.
to
It's
buy
not worth it.
credits. You got to buy credits for every single call, text, and it's very
Yeah.
generic. Ours is custom. I mean,
Yep. Yeah, it's built. It's trained. There's about 50 pages of documentation that has trained this AI on Save Club and what we're doing. So you'll never have to answer a question about spillover again. You're never gonna have to answer a question about countries or business, all this stuff, all these things that AI is gonna do in support of you, and it's just gonna get super smart. Over about 30 days, this AI is gonna be just so smart as far as getting people the answers that satisfy them and get them upgrading. So, with that, guys, we're right here. We're coming up on an hour. There's so much to do. I know I got a ton to do, but stay plugged in and let's rock this out. Let's make June a huge month. I look forward to seeing a lot more of you affiliates that are starting, hitting 1-star, hitting 2-star, naturally getting 3-star, 4-star, and beyond. Right now we're at what, 7,500 affiliates. Let's
7750.
7,750. Okay, that's not enough. I want at the end of June, if we're not at 20,000 affiliates, we're not doing this right. I mean, everybody can go get 1.5 people. Like if you're here to make money and to do his business, everybody can go get 1, 2 people this month. With 7, we should be what, 20 over 20,000 people this month, with just what is just in place. And so the sky's the limit with how much money you want to make, with how much residual income you want to make. Thank you for having, faith in what we're developing. It's just been a steady progression of proving what we're doing from the corporate team. And my goal is to outpace everybody's expectations. Michael Jordan, he goes, no one's going to work harder than me. I'm not competing with other companies. I'm not competing with anybody else. I wake up every day competing with myself to give you guys the best opportunity. So, with that, let's, I got to get back to work. I got a call starting here in a couple minutes.
Right on. Let's do it. All right. I'm going to get
Okay.
50 new people. Matt, 50 new
Yeah.
people this month,
Come
bro.
on,
Let's do
Pete.
it.
You're within
100%.
shot of
Game on.
5-star. Many of
Challenge
you
accepted.
are within shot of the next rank. Let's do it. And I'll see you guys on the Wednesday
Challenge
night
accepted.
call. This is going to be another phenomenal call. As you've seen, the presentations have been getting better and better. The talent of people that are lining up to do the webinars, just again, the best in the world. I'm humbled. Way better than me. So yeah, a lot more to show. So okay, I'm out of here. I'm ending this webinar.
Thank you.